Okay, here's a bit of a summary as to what is the purpose of a landing page. So we all know that it's one thing to have your website and have that as clean and performing as well as it possibly can. So sometimes people say, what is the purpose of actually having a landing page separate to your website? So a landing page is designed essentially as a sales tool or a sales page. This is something where you don't want someone's attention being distracted or taken to other aspects of your website, for example. You're really just trying to sell them one product or service on that page. So you can set these up to have even their own navigation, which navigates them within that page. Obviously, you still want to have a link back to your main website, but they are designed as sort of like a sales letter to the person that you want, hopefully buying your product or your service. So, what makes a landing page different to your main website? There's your main website, and let's have a look at one for example. No, that's the wrong one. So your main website is trying to sell a bit of everything. You know, you're going to have some information about what you do, how we help, who we help. Here are different sort of product services, some testimonials, and some other features. Businesses that you've worked with, for example, your sitemap at the bottom. Whereas a landing page is really just dedicated to one of these things. So for this, as an example, we've got up here the 50% off limited time offer. You want to promote that. You want clear calls to action. Now, call to action is the activity or the action you want your site visitor to take as the number one thing that they're going to do. So whether it's to join now, submit an inquiry, request a phone call or book a phone call, purchase a product, you want lots of opportunities on your landing page to actually take that action. Now, the best landing pages normally have this big banner kind of at the top. You can see here, makes it really, really clear what is this page about. You've got the business logo, you've got a clear call to action, and for some, it might be an icon or an image that associates with the product or service that you're also using perhaps on your social media. So you want people to recognize what it is that you're selling. So for this one, we did a post very similar to the design of this square, and the promotion of that post linked to this landing page. Similar thing for something like a book sale, or if you're having, a subscription to something like a newspaper or a magazine, you would want to have an image of the book or the magazine or the newspaper. So having a big banner to sort of explain the main intention of it. And then a landing page is more broken down as if it's talking to the person to make it really clear what it is that they're trying to, that they're buying, who it's for, what are the outcomes or what are the benefits, and why they should do it. So this is one that I did for Sufficient Funds, the last business I worked with. Hello, guys. So we've got clear up here, defining sufficient session. Your first stop on the road to sufficient funds is to define it. Book a free launch call. Now, it has a navigation menu up here, which jumps to different sections on that page so that you can, easily navigate around that single page, but it is just one page. It doesn't link to different URLs. Who it's for, why book, and you can see plenty of white space, lots of clear things like ticks, statements in bold. It allows someone to sort of skim read it if they want to, and then you can see what's covered, like what are the benefits of doing this. 1, no time wasted getting the details. 2, get the best out of our years of experience, etc. 3, 4, 5, what's the outcome? Here's a video with a live case study. And again, call to action to book a launch call. And this is Calendly actually embedded in the page rather than clicking to go to Calendly to complete that. Testimonials and FAQs. Now you could do this in a drop-down version. I think we were updating this. But you can see any landing page is going to be similar. So big message. This one has a little bit more text on it because this is a personal service that's sort of delivered by Rebel Black. Imagery, lots of branding. So a landing page really wants to communicate your branding as well, your core colors, your imagery, and your voice or narrative as well. And then here's your actual call to action, your course enrollment. In here, first name and email address. So that's the purpose of a landing page. And then the second part of that is how do you get people to actually go there? So this is something, a landing page is something that you can link from your actual website, or you can use your social media to promote people, or your marketing activities to promote that URL or people to visit that page. So for example, for the Rural Woman, if we've had an event like we're doing Is Your Website Working For You as one of our events that we're hosting as a webinar, we've got a clear image, we've got all the information about it, and then in Instagram we use register now via the link in bio, and we use Linktree so that you've got a list of links so that you can make it really clear. The number one thing that you're selling is that link to your landing page. That landing page we've just taken down because we just did it, but you kind of get the idea there. In Facebook, it's much easier. You can just have a link in your actual Facebook content that goes to the landing page for that event or that landing page. Let me just pull one up. So you can see we did a post on the same thing. Is your website working for you? And you've actually got the link here inside the post to jump to the landing page for that event. And I'll just show you what that one looks like, if I can remember. Learn. Oh, not webinar, sorry, website. Oh, that's not it either. Not doing well. Just do the 8-week strategy because that one was easy to remember. So you want to use all your marketing activities to promote people to go and click to visit this page. And that's where you can then request further information or get them to engage with that call to action, which in this case is to register here with their details, first name, last name, email. And then we have automated emails that go out once they enter these details through the CRM. That then give them further information on the next steps that they need to complete to continue through the process. So that's the purpose of a landing page. You can see on this one we used the image that we used in the social media. We've got a really clear headline here, so you don't have to have the same design for every single landing page. The form is the first thing that we want them to do as soon as they land on this page. And then we've got some more information about what they're actually getting and some other free tools that they can go and access to get them engaged with the brand as well. So your landing page doesn't have to always be one set outcome. You might just want to be giving people an opportunity for more interaction with your business, more engagement, which hopefully will then convert to a sale or that desired outcome. Then the next question is, where do you build your landing page? Now, I may have done a separate video on this, but just to keep it all concise, you can build your landing page in your CRM, in your actual website hosting platform, or you can even build it in something like Canva. I personally like to build them inside my CRM, so I use MailerLite or ActiveCampaign to build a landing page. So you can see our bottleneck breaker one, that one was built in ActiveCampaign. And you just link, usually your CRM will provide you instructions on how to link your actual domain name, so bowerbirds.com in this case, into your DNS records inside your website provider. So whether that's something like Crazy Domains or GoDaddy or or SiteGround, something like that, where you actually go in and you can edit the text records or the DNS records. That's how you create a subdomain like tools.bowerbirds.com, and you can then use that for your all of your landing pages. So for the Rural Woman, we've got learning.theruralwoman, and then we can link this to as many things as we want. Every time we do a new promo or we do a new webinar, we have a new little tail end on that URL. But it's pretty easy to do. Once you actually create that sort of subdomain, you can then create as many landing pages within your CRM as you want and just edit this tail end of it. So if you want to do it inside your CRM, I have done another video on how to build your own website, which I think includes some information on how to do that. And if you want to do it in Canva, this is also really simple to do. So in Canva, you just need to create a design and choose website. And you can design this however you want. You literally drag and drop. You can make the design as pretty as you want. You can see our Bowerbirds website is actually designed inside Canva. And you can lay out things exactly in a design format and link them through either text or images. You can just right click on something and click link, and you can add a link if it's to an external page or something like that. What you can't really do on Canva is create a form. So if you want someone to fill out a form or you want to embed something like Calendly, I think you might have more challenges unless they've created a plugin. No, so you are a little bit more limited in the calls to action. It's probably more likely that you're going to have a link to something if you want to create a landing page in Canva. But you can just create the design how you want. And then when you go to publish website, it will actually give you the option to connect to your website URL. It will give you instructions in how to set that up and enter those records into your DNS records as well. Then you can create the subpath, which I mentioned is that tail end of the URL. And then you would hit publish, and it will ask you if you want to create a new menu or have no menu. Depending on your design preferences, for this one, I created our own menu, although it's not mobile friendly, which is a little bit annoying. Whereas if you get Canva to automatically create a menu, it does do it as a mobile friendly view, but it isn't very attractive. So some limitations with creating it in Canva. My preference definitely is to do it inside your CRM. I'll just show you very quickly what that might look like. Say, for example, in ActiveCampaign. So in here, there's a section called website on the menu, and then pages. And you can see here, I've created a whole bunch of landing pages down here. You can create your landing page within the design limits of your CRM. So they differ a little bit. Some are fully drag and drop, a bit like Canva. Other ones like ActiveCampaign are more sections that you need to keep your content within. So it's a little bit more constrained, but the functionality is much better, and it links directly into your CRM as well. So for example, this one, it's got get access now, and I want it on click to jump to a section. I've labeled a section called action, access, which is this section you can see here. And I've actually embedded a form in there where it's first name, email, and then when they submit that contact details automatically goes into my CRM, into the contacts. You can create an action with that form when you're setting it up under forms. So for example, it might add them to a certain group, or it might add a tag. And then you can create automations so that as soon as someone submits that information, it will send them an automatic email with further information or something to download or an info pack, that sort of thing. Then in your CRM, normally you can also add things like integrations like to Calendly if you want to have a booking, a Stripe integration so they can make a payment, that sort of thing. So that is the purpose of landing pages, a little bit on how to create them, and I hope that has helped you. Good luck.